Hello, I'm Maggie Williams and I'm back again with another recording on the business model canvas for implementing business and products of Open Innovator Industrial Design Engineering. So today we're talking about channels. Channels are the way we reach our customer segments. But through which channels do they want to be reached? How are we reaching them now? How are our channels integrated? Are there different ones? How do they work together? Which ones work best? Which ones are most cost efficient? And how are we integrating them with customer routines? So channel might simply refer to how to get our stuff to our customers, but there is more to it, and more to it, especially evaluating it as in relation to the overall business model canvas. If you look at the channel, it's always in the perspective of the customer segment and the customer relationship. And that customer relationship goes through several phases. First, there's awareness. How do we raise awareness about our company's products and services? Then evaluations. How do we help customers evaluate our organization's value proposition and also evaluate it not just for itself but also in relation to possible competitors? There's purchase. How do we allow customers to purchase specific products and services? So the main, best known purchase channel is through retailers, supermarkets, shops on the high street. But of course the internet is a big purchase channel, but there's all, again, different other channels that you might not have thought of. Delivery. How do we deliver the value proposition to customers? Is it in the shop? Will it get sent to their home? Is it coming to them as a delivery service, or do they have to come to you? And after sales, how do we provide post-purchase customer support? These are the 5 phases of the relationship, and it can be that for different phases you use different relationships. If you look at distribution channels, the most key distribution channel to look at is the one for purchasing. And there's really many different organizations that use multiple distribution channels. So if you look at Heineken, they deliver their beer to wholesalers that deliver it again to bars or to shops, but they also deliver to their own network of bars where they deliver directly to the bars. They deliver to supermarkets and they that have their own distribution centers, and they deliver to retail chains that have their own distribution centers. For example, Gal & Gal, which is a retail chain for liquor. So there's different distribution channels, even though it ends up in different types of how it gets to the ways that it gets to the customer. If you look at Apple, they have their own network of stores, they have their premium resellers, their phones are being sold through mobile networks and retail chains, and also through web shops. So there's different distribution channels in use at the same time with different, probably profitabilities. Their own store network, their stores are really well designed. They are also really a way of showcasing their product, and maybe the profitability of the store is one aspect, but communicating what they are and what they stand for is another important aspect. Think of other big companies like Philips, Unilever. What are their distribution channels? Of course, Unilever, in the business of the fast-moving consumer goods, will have to have a lot of contact with supermarkets, and there it needs a good negotiation position, because the only way to get their stuff to the consumer is in principle through the supermarket. The seasoning sachets, that's more in relation to one of our products. Think about how do they get to the customer, and are there optimizations possible there, but also know how that happens, because if you make certain changes, they can have an impact on the channel as well. So it goes both ways. If you change something in the business model canvas, look at the impact on the channel, but also look at the channel as an element where you might change something to improve the overall model. Next. So if you look at the distribution channels for purchasing, you can divide them in several types. You can look for partners or have your own distribution channels. You can have direct, straight to the customer, or indirect via an instant. And so indirect is, for example, through a wholesaler or a partner store, or even through your own store, because that will be an organization in itself. Directly can go through web sales or through a dedicated sales force. And if you look at the example of Eastpak, well known for their backpacks, of course, a wholesaler, that's a general partner that sells on to other stores. Partner stores, you can think of, for example, V&D or Bijenkorf. They will sell Eastpak luggage and backpacks, their own stores. As you can see, there are dedicated Eastpak stores. Then there's web sales, and then do not think of the web sales through partner stores, but Eastpak.com or Eastpak.nl. They have their own direct web sales, and maybe they even have a sales force to work together with partners. Maybe they offer something to schools, and they will have a direct sales force for possible clients. So different types of distribution channels, and for each channel you will need to think about the value proposition, again, cost, revenue, all the things that are related. Things can be different, but channels also really have to fit in an overall marketing picture, because it's not just about getting the stuff to the customer, what is the most efficient way of doing it, or how we can get the highest volume out in the most efficient way. It's also part of a branding strategy. Which channel do you use? So if you look at, for example, the shop-in-shop of Clinique, that will only be put in a very high-end shop to reach their customer segment. It will not be, you won't find the shop-in-shop of Clinique in the HEMA, in the same way as that the Nespresso cups are not in the supermarket. So for your own project, again, beware of marketing confusion, because the channel marketeers have lots of their own, lingo relating to that. Always ask what they mean, because you can easily get confused. For your own project, so evaluate not just purchase, but awareness, evaluation, purchase, delivery, and after sales, and always see it in relation to the value proposition. Through which channel are we delivering the value proposition, and through which channel are we communicating with our customer segment about our value proposition. That's it for now. Stay strong. Good luck with your exam preparations. See you guys.